Safari Sholem, the librarian at Fieldville Elementary, and today we're going to review Safari Montage. And for those of you that maybe missed the first presentation, we'll just kind of be a quick overview of what Safari Montage is and how it can be used in your classroom. So does anybody...
Walk, come to the room, walk.
Does anyone think they know what Safari Montage is?
Collection of videos?
It is. It's a collection of videos that you can use in your classroom. Now, why do you think what would be valuable in having those provided for you?
To support our materials that we already have.
To support your materials you already have, and that kind of gives you a resource to go to versus having to search the internet or use YouTube or other places that sometimes do not always have educational things on there. It's a way to have a video that can give you direct information that can support your standards and go with your curriculum. So Safari Montage was purchased by the county, and it is an internet-based program. And today we're going to visit Safari Montage and see if you can kind of make a playlist or find any material that will be valuable for your classroom setting. Now, so this was purchased a couple of years ago. Has anybody used Safari Montage in their classroom? Okay. Is there any good things that you have seen?
Maggie and Jake Lanier, come to the front office, please. Maggie and Jake Lanier.
Is there any good things that you have enjoyed about it?
I use Flyway Home, Reading Rainbow Today to enhance the social issues that are behind the book.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
There are lots of excellent social studies videos on Civil War and American Revolution, and it really helps the children see actual reenactments of it, and it brings it home and makes the learning much more interactive and their own task.
Yes, and one element that I love about Safari Montage is the nonfiction. There's some Disney animated about the animals, and it's really great about it has the cartoon version of those characters, and then it provides the real animal and provides information and facts, which is great for teaching not only animals, but when you're doing fiction and nonfiction. So I've been able to use it a lot in the library as well. Now, the best practices. Now, when you go and find a video from somewhere, you have to give it credit and all that stuff. Well, with Safari Montage, you have purchased the rights to use it, so you basically, your county has purchased that for you, so you don't have to worry about breaking copyright or showing any information that you're not allowed to. Now, we are going to go to Safari Montage, and the address for your server is 10.11.10.1. And when you first get to it, Safari Montage does want you to update your media player, but the county's asked you not to do that yet. So if you'll just click that Remind Me Later. Now your username should be your login, which is usually your first letter of your first name and your last name. And everyone's Safari Montage password should be Safari 2013 unless you have changed it. And if you've changed it and have lost it, don't feel bad about it. Okay? Now, after you've logged in, the first screen you'll see, everybody's is going to look different according to what the last video you played. Well, the last video I have shown was the Cat in the Hat because it was Dr. Seuss Week. So when you get logged in, is there anybody that's not quite logged in yet?
Me.
Okay. You're able to search. Okay? Now, it's very basic. If you're doing, let's say, Civil War, you could just type in Civil War. Then you can always come down here and change your grade selection. It goes from pre-K to adult. So you're able to go ahead and narrow down some videos that may be a little above or below their level. So let's try anywhere from 2nd to 8th grade. And you can see there's over 322 options from the Civil War. So you could very easily narrow it down, maybe find something on your grade level. You can even search by standards, which to me is a huge benefit when you're having to incorporate that into your lesson plans. So you can just click on the Standards tab. You select your state, which is North Carolina, whatever type of documents you want. Maybe you want concepts, early learning standards, if you're doing the standard course of study, the common core state standards, or whatever standards we'll have coming up in a few years. And then you can narrow it down to a specific grade level. And it will pull up every video, all the standards that meet that criteria. So for reading and literature, it gives you the standards that go with it. That's important because when you're doing your video release information, you know, it asks you for your standards, so it's basically all web-based right in there. Now, I'm going to give you just a minute or two to go in and see if you can find something in your grade or your subject area that you think could be used in your lesson plans. You just want to search a quick
Lori,
little
could you
video.
repeat the username and password, please?
It should be the first letter of your first name, and then your last name, and then password should be Safari 2013. Okay? But if you've changed it, you know, you can just contact your administrator, and they can get you set up.
Who would be our administrator? You?
The librarian. So, Miss Molly, did you find anything that you could maybe pull in for your, what did you search, I guess I should say?
We're doing Napoleon Bonaparte right now.
Okay, so now did you just search that word, or did you go ahead and put in some grade fields?
I just searched the word.
Okay, so how many results did you get?
It said 4, but I'm not seeing one.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah, it was just like a church.
Oh, okay, so that might be something, because you found one that pertained to just that keyword, but you did find some on French Revolution, which you may be talking about at a later date, so that could be good. Was there anything you found?
Civil War.
Okay, did you search by grade level, or did you just kind of just type in Civil War?
I just typed in Civil War.
Okay. Now, I will say, I have found with using it, sometimes I just like to search by publishers. Once I found some really great quality pieces, it led me to think, well, what else did they produce? And that's actually when I found the Disney Publishing did the fiction and nonfiction, which was perfect when helping with the research projects for the 3rd and 4th grade, because they could relate to that Disney character, but then they were also getting so much information with the real animals. So I was able to pull up foxes, fish, all kinds of animals, so I could easily gather my groups by just searching back from that publisher, which was a great feature. Now, the nice thing too about this is once you find videos you like, you can make a playlist. So for example, if you're doing one on the Civil War, you could go ahead and create a folder called Civil War, keep all of those videos embedded in that playlist, so that next year when you're teaching it again, it's all right there for you in your account. You also have the option to share that playlist with anyone in your district or your school. So for instance, maybe you're teaching with someone else you're co-teaching, you can easily share that playlist with someone instead of having to write it down, or you just share them and they can automatically see that. You're able to share at the school level and at the district level. So if there's something that you found that was really powerful and you know that there's a teacher that has requested it maybe at another school, you're able to share that here locally at the district level. And they're able to just have access to it. So that way, if you do find great resources, it makes it nice for other people to share as well. So what I would like for us to do is just quickly think about maybe one little topic or theme that you could use as a playlist and who you would share it with. So I'll give you just a couple of minutes to look around and see if there's anything you could find to make a playlist with and who you would share that with.
They complain.
Civil
Mine's on the right hand side. Mine looks different than yours. My green arrow is on that right hand side. And I clicked it, but I do.
I actually was under Susan, but I didn't realize that. Do you mind So I was searching with Matt.
Well, I can add you as a user.
Okay. So I was looking to add, so I was searching a while ago with 7th, and then it actually had lots of math stuff, but this isn't what it looked like a while ago when I looked. I went 7X. Yeah, that's what I did. I actually need to go back.
Maybe it's too big. 25 minutes?
And can you just go again like that?
Yeah, let's see. And that's gonna give you probability time.
For proportions, I was trying to look through these. See if there's something we're doing now. It's on the
So could you
dashboard,
search
it
for,
is. And when I search
proportion?
I
I would just search in that
That's what I was
proportion
wondering.
and
Okay.
see if it, and I'm not sure if your filters would be set for that.
See, I didn't know if that would take me back to the original one, so. Check it out. Okay.
And so it did change, it went back to that
Mhm.
default
I think
grade
so.
level, so you could just search, okay?
So when I share, if I decide to share this, or if I go back to my playlist,
Mm-hmm.
and click share, does it share with everybody, or just,
It'll give you an option.
okay, let me
It'll
go
give
back
you
to
an
that.
option.
Let's see. Let me go to my dashboard. And then if I want to, what's this not doing? Let's see.
Okay, because you've not made any play, well, there it goes, okay.
It's just being slow, I guess.
Okay.
So like right here, if I
Uh-huh.
wanted to
So
share.
that's your one playlist that you've got made, okay?
Then I click
Just
share.
share.
Then
Who's it sharing
who's
with?
it sharing with?
It should give you the option, and it should have, down school or district,
Is
so
it
let's
here?
see.
I'm in my playlist, so I wonder if I have to go to like the school to.
The school playlist are people that have shared it at the school level.
Okay.
So let's see, so there's,
The ones on the dash web for that.
okay, so like,
Stuff you
there's
shared.
the stuff I shared about the animal unit. So you've shared this with the school,
This reel.
I just clicked shared. I just shared it, so
Okay.
it's showing up.
okay. But it should give you the option to share it, at the school level or the county level, so let's see.
You can take it off if you think that maybe you shouldn't have shared it?
Yes.
I can go back and unshare it.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't get it in play yard.
And it may be because you're on the iPad
Oh,
and not on a, computer because of the flash.
oh, okay.
So, but you could still search, like if you were just doing lesson planning, you could search and find that documentation. You just won't be able to preview the video. Okay. So for the most part, all of you found something that you could use and share. And when you share, it should give you two options to share here at the school level or here at the county level. Which is, nice because that way you don't have to write it down or email them the link. It's already embedded within Safari Montage. Now, the other nice feature about Safari Montage is maybe you're going to preview something. You've not taught the lesson yet. You just want to get them hooked in and interested in something. So you can narrow it down to just one little clip of maybe a 30-second something to get them intrigued with it. Stop it. Teach your lesson, and then maybe come back to it. Sometimes that is a great way to just get them interested in the subject. You just kind of preview, then you're able to teach the lesson, and the kids sometimes do a better job of understanding and paying attention to it once you've caught their interest. So it is nice that you can come in and tailor it to your to meet your needs. So let's see, let's play. So, you can slide very quickly. Maybe you wanted to start it. And of course, you would have to preview in advance to know exactly where you wanted to start and stop it. But you could start it at one little spot. and maybe you wanted to just use that little 20-second clip, get them hooked and sinker, teach your lesson, and then go back to it. Which is kind of a different way of looking at it. I think that just kind of breaks it up and gives them something. So it is nice that you can kind of skim it down. You don't have to show the whole entire video. You can just use portions as you need it. Or maybe you are doing a theme and you need to show just maybe a little 5-minute video here when you're speaking about maybe the birth of Abraham Lincoln or his childhood. And then you can kind of tailor it and meet their needs as you're going through it. Because maybe it's going to take you a month or two to get through that whole that novel. You could just kind of take out the pieces as you need it. So we're gonna
Or I just thought about it. Or a teaser to a novel, The Thief Lord.
Yes.
Italy.
Yes.
Video.
Yeah. I mean, just any way you could kind of
Pique their
get them interested in it. Without just standing up there and you having to talk about it. So we're going to take a little bit of a break in a second. We'll come back. We'll make create us a playlist, and we're going to share it and see if we can find anything that maybe we can embed within our lessons, and then talk about the quizzes that are attached to within these videos also. So you can just stop where you are, and we'll take a little 5-minute break.